Hey y'all, it's Anna, and for today's video I have my quarantine curly hair care routine. So I go ahead and start off by just getting my hair down and ready to take a shower. As y'all can see, it's looking kind of frizzy. My hair pattern is out of whack, my curls are all crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the shower. I use the Coconut Curls Raw Smoothie shampoo and conditioner. It's super cheap, and I think you can find it at Walgreens and Target if I'm not mistaken. I really don't do anything fancy in the shower. I just make sure to dry my hair with a t-shirt once I get out. Then I just like to part my hair the way that I like, and I use this old gel spray to spray water in my hair. I just cleaned out the old product and obviously put water in it. I just like to make sure that my hair is nice and wet before I go in. And then the first thing that I like to put in my hair is oil. Of course, you can use any oil that you like. I happen to buy this one at Marshall's for pretty cheap. And I just put a bunch of product in my hands and massage the oil through my hair. It feels super good, as y'all can tell. And I mainly focus it on the lengths of my hair, like the shafts. The shaft? Is that what that's called? The shaft and the ends? Oh dear God. Basically, I put the most product on the ends of my hair. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And as you can see me here just twirling it on my ends, really saturating that part of my hair. And here's me struggling with all the hair falling out of my head. Then I go in with mousse. I use the mousse and the setting spray by this brand called OGX, their Coconut Curls line. Again, super cheap. You can find it at the drugstore and places like Target and Walmart. And I just take the mousse and I put that all over my head. I rake it through, I smooth it over my roots, and I scrunch the ends of my hair. And I do the exact same thing to the other side, really focusing on putting a lot of product in my hair just to make sure that when it's drying, it can create that nice cast and we can avoid frizz. And then I go ahead and split my hair into two sections, the bottom and the top, because I'm gonna go ahead and bring the bottom layer to the front and I'm gonna do some finger coiling. I think that's what it's called. I go ahead and re-wet my hair because I really want to make sure that it's nice and wet so it's easier to manipulate. And I grab little sections about 1 inch, and I really focus this on the ends of my hair because I find that when the ends of my hair are nice and defined, it just gives my hair a heavier look. I don't know, it's my personal preference. I don't have a lot of hair and it's also not super thick. So I don't like for my ends to look all sparse and undefined and raggedy. I really like that definition on the bottom because it just weighs my hair a little bit down. And I know that's bad when it comes to getting volume, but it's just how I like my hair to look. I like for my hair to look heavy and thick because it's secretly not super heavy and thick. But the main reason that I do finger coiling like this is because it does really give me that definition. So if you're not super in love with your hair getting weighed down, then I recommend starting the finger coiling a little bit higher up, closer to your scalp, because that will really give you that ringlet definition near your scalp. I personally don't really love it, so I focus it mainly on the ends. But yeah, this is what it's looking like after I'm done with my whole head. Then I'm gonna grab some more mousse and I'm gonna really scrunch that into the bottom of my hair, again because I love the definition at the ends of my hair. And if you're looking for a definition near your roots, then I would not be scared to scrunch that mousse all the way up to the roots of your head. And I add just a tiny bit to my roots just to help with creating that cast that we want at the end. And then I go ham with this setting spray, as y'all can tell. And then I just spray that everywhere, but focus it again on my ends. Then I push my roots up with a clip a little bit just so they can dry with a little bit of volume. And I just let my hair dry for a bit. In this case, I did my makeup while it dried. And then I take my blow dryer and I help dry it. I don't scrunch it right away. I just blow cool air on it so it can finish drying. I lift up my roots to make sure I get that part of my head. And then once I feel that it's mostly dry, that's when I start to go in and scrunch with a hair dryer. I try to not disturb the curl too much because you don't want to create frizz. But yeah, I just go ahead and make sure that my roots are 100% dry, because you can't scrunch out the cast until your hair is 100% dry. If you try and scrunch out the cast before it's 100% dry, then you're just gonna end up with really frizzy hair. But after I'm sure that it's 100% dry, I go ahead and take some more hair oil, rub that through my hands, and I start to scrunch out the cast. And yeah, I just shake out my roots just to help with volume, because my routine mainly focuses on definition, so this is gonna help me out a bit. And this is the end result. As y'all can tell, it's super defined at the ends and my roots are a little bit wavier. I do have a tiny bit of frizz, but with curly hair, avoiding frizz 100% is like pretty much impossible. If you know how to do that, let me know, because I haven't cracked the code to that yet. And yeah, this is what it's looking like. Now I have some hairstyles for y'all. These are all super easy and perfect for quarantine. For this first one, I take this bandana that I thrifted and I fold it in half, place it over my head. Then I make sure I grab the ends nice and secure and I flip my head over. This is probably the hardest part, is just tying this like loose double knot, but once you get it, you're literally done. And I flip my head back over and I go ahead and fix my part line. And I pull some hair out to frame my face, because I don't know, I just think that looks pretty. And this is look number 1. And I just think it looks super cute with curly hair. It's super effortless and chill. And for look number 2, it's literally just as easy. I'm doing a traditional half up, half down do with a scrunchie. And I think this looks super sassy with curly hair. This half up, half down looks super good with voluminous hair. So if you got thick, voluminous hair, this hairstyle is for you. Then for look number 3, I'm gonna take the hair at the very top of my head and I'm gonna secure it with the little butterfly clip, and I push the front of my hair forward to give it like a little bump in the front. And again, this looks so cute with curly hair. If you have big curly hair, you have to try that one. And for look number 4, again, just as easy. I take 2 front pieces on my head and I secure it in the back. And I think this hairstyle is perfect for like date night. It's so romantic and effortless, and I don't know, that hairstyle low-key makes me feel like a princess. And that's pretty much it. If y'all have any specific questions about the products that I use or any of the steps that I talked about, just let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week.